Hi, this is Martin Andelman, and for the next few minutes, I'm going to answer a question that, well, nobody seems to get right. What is a reverse mortgage? What is it? It's called a HECM, H-E-C-M, and it stands for Home Equity Conversion Mortgage. It's the acronym the government uses to describe its federally insured reverse mortgage program. A lot of people have a lot of opinions about reverse mortgages, many of them not very positive, and there's no real reason for that. So let's talk about this for just a second. What is a reverse mortgage? Well, it's a mortgage, just like any other mortgage. Like, for example, do you realize that if you had a reverse mortgage, but you made payments on it every month, just like you did on the mortgage you have now, it would operate just exactly like the mortgage you have now. A reverse mortgage is just a mortgage. It's an FHA insured mortgage, like all other FHA insured mortgages. But there's a difference in when you have to pay it back. You don't have to make payments on a reverse mortgage. You could make payments monthly. You could make payments quarterly. You could make payments every 3 years, or you could decide never to make a payment, in which case the interest would get tacked on to the end of the loan, right? So let's say that the mortgage was $100,000 and you made no payments all year and the interest rate were 5%. Well, then at the end of the year, you would owe $105,000. And they let you do that because you're old. Reverse mortgages, HECMs, are only available to people over 62. Frankly, if reverse mortgages were available to 35-year-olds, it would probably be the only loan in the country. No one would ever choose any other loan. I mean, which would you choose? If someone said to you, we have 2 types of mortgages to choose from. Type A, you have to make a payment every month. And if you don't make the payment on time, there's a late fee. And if you don't make the payment for the month, they start sending you letters. And if you don't make the payment for a few months, you could end up in foreclosure. Or you could have type B. Type B, you make payments whenever you want to, and you skip them whenever you want to, and no one ever calls and no one ever cares. You can't be late because there's no due date. So you just make the payments when you want to. It's sort of like you control the mortgage instead of the mortgage controlling you. And they let you do that because you're old. That's the real reason. That's all a reverse mortgage is. Nothing tricky, nothing special. And the reverse mortgage line of credit, as opposed to, say, a home equity line of credit, is just much better in every way. The reverse mortgage line of credit is guaranteed to go up every year by the interest rate plus half a point, 4 or 5%. So that means if this year your line of credit is $100,000, next year it's $105,000. And it doesn't matter if your house went up or down in value during that time. The house could go down. Your line of credit with a HECM is guaranteed to go up every year. Nothing else will do that. The other thing about a reverse mortgage line of credit is it can never be canceled. Unlike a HELOC, a home equity line of credit, which the bank can cancel at any time, just because they want to, a HECM line of credit is with you for life. It can never be canceled. So it'll be there when you need it. Not enough people have looked into this. Not enough people understand it. And it's important that people do understand it. So this is the part of my mission. I'm going to try to change some minds here. I hope you'll stay tuned. I'll be answering all the questions about HECM mortgages in this kind of format very directly. You can always email me with further questions. I'll keep answering them, and together we'll figure this thing out. All right? Thanks for watching. This is Martin Andelman from Mandelman Matters, and this has been a Mandelman Matters, I don't know, call it a video podcast.